Sarah Weber comes into the 9 position, replacing Kayla Fisher. So expect her to start the press, initiate it for them. Look for Yenny Thompson to get a little bit of a higher positioning, as Ellie Jean likes to play a bit more inverted. But look for Mozingo and St. George.
Green kits for this Racing Louisville side tonight. Utah in gold, and we are underway. Thompson on the throw. Mina Tanaka was just with Japan on international duty. Tanaka off the cross. Mozingo fire. She scores again. Brecken Mozingo in 3 straight games.
And efficiency is really the name of the game for Brecken Mozingo. That's exactly technically what you want a player to do, and it's a great finish to the back post.
Out of BYU, so it's always a difficult adjustment. Zornoza looking to test Bloomer.
To continue with their game plan and really trying to put pressure on Utah.
St. George back on the pitch. O'Kane stretching for it, drives forward, head on a swivel. Swerving is Sears to her right, her favorite foot, shoots, Emma Sears, my goodness! We're level. Make it 6 goals for Emma Sears this season.
From Katie O'Kane, it starts from the defending again, right there, stepping in front of Ellie Jean, feeding Emma Sears, but then Katie O'Kane continues her run. That makes the defender stay with her. It clears the space, and you're not gonna see a strike much more clean than that. As Emma Sears comes in, she takes that last prep touch to get it on an angle where she can just go completely for power, and power she does, and it's a great finish.
Emma Sears, a sub with the U.S. Women's National Team against China this week. Bent to the back post, McGlynn touches it away, right, through the air, Flint. McGlynn has it.
And those are the moments where you want to see a little bit of patience from the Royals, because they're able to penetrate.
Mozingo from outside the box, diving for it, Bloomer.
Very intentional from the front runner because of the slick surface. It just tests goalkeepers. You might get a second chance opportunity. She keeps it low, it's bouncing, it's dipping, and that's incredibly hard for a goalkeeper to deal with. Gotta give Bloomer credit.
Tejada, Zornoza from distance, punched away by Bloomer. Still in, Mozingo lifts, Jean out of play.
But then Zornoza steps up, as she often does from her holding mid-roll. And
we're 25 minutes in, a goal apiece, short option. Sonis, return to her, back post, header, yes! Ellie Jean! It's her first goal this year. Racing leads.
Then decides to time this perfectly. She comes in completely unmarked, and even so, it makes it predictable where Taylor Flint, who's the disruptor in midfield, can step and win balls.
St. George in a space, all alone for Utah. Taking on Bloomer, she lives and tallies.
It's right there. You can see the positioning of St. George, the left arm there of Aaron Wright, I believe it is, and then played in. It looks like perfect timing to me.
Plays it behind to Mandy McGlynn. Immediately facing that press from Weber. A little bit off kilter here. Utah, Sears takes advantage, shoots, and it's right to McGlynn. Peterson to Flint, off her head, McGlynn is able to cut it off there. Tejada's down in her own 18. Alongside Casey White, I'm Maura Sheridan. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are underway. Urbano off the leg of Sonis. From Tanaka, Senor into space. Ellie Senor with her left foot, punched away by Bloomer.
Midfield when they're playing in possession. This is a good ball that breaks the line, gets a little bit of help off the deflection, but Tanaka facing forward and finding Ellie Jean. This is ideal. That's the dream for Utah Royals, is Tanaka and Ellie Jean finding pocket areas and being
out of this game around the 70th minute. But Jimmy Kumrat said, look, we can't really rotate. We don't have that depth at the moment. Sentnor nearly scores off the post. Wow, that's as close as it gets.
This is great play right here. Another ball to break the line into the feet of Tanaka, able to get on the full turn, finds the space out wide. And it's a great ball across to Sentnor, and that's where she just darts in front of Ellie Jean. And that last second movement right there, that's what causes the separation. It's a good choice, but an even better save from Bloomer.
DeMello. Dribbles forward, Sonis off the chip into space. Janine Sonis into the box, shoots, and she's high.
How she gets out of this, she heals it to get away from two players, and then look at that little chip. This is a wonderful touch. I'd like to see Sonis take this even more inside. She gets the first touch pretty correct, but it's the finish that goes all wrong, just leaning back a little.
Malay in the attacking third for Racing Louisville Sears. DeMello, heel pass to Malay. Malay in the box, shoots, saved by McGlynn. Possession with Utah and Mazingo. Flint steps to, as she does so well. It's tangled up. And again, they were playing the advantage. Tejada is gonna be out of this game. That's her second yellow.
She starts the attack, and it's right here coming in very reckless. There is a little bit of a slip that makes it look even worse, but it's a reckless challenge in midfield, too exposed.
Plays to Sentnor. Moves to her left. DeMello, right to Pogarsh. Sentnor shoots, and no problem for Bloomer. Jean, Flint, about 10 minutes to go. We're still level at 2 apiece. Racing Louisville, Utah Royals, first meeting this season between these two clubs.
This is what Louisville wants. You've got to dribble penetrate as a center back because Solorzano is just going to sit in, so you want to make them have to commit forward, and that's where your number advantage is in 2v1.
Fitterer, Malay on the takeaway, looking for DeMello, Savannah DeMello, McGlynn says no.
Stepping right there, DeMello starts it, Malay's there underneath, plays it across. This is where really you don't look to do it, but a toe poke is perfect because it can catch a goalkeeper off guard, but instead DeMello lifts it, and that just makes
first ever free agent signing for Racing Louisville. It's been coming in off the bench. Right, showing off her skills. Sears with her right foot looks to tuck it in the corner, just touched by McGlynn.
To be 100% sure, right there stepping into that space is Aaron Wright, playing a ball into Sears, gets on the full turn and goes for it right away. I love seeing the confidence from her as a forward, looking to pick out that corner, just gets around on the outside of the ball.
DeGrande. Weber in! Sarah Weber!
Across where the ball came from. As Mandy McGlynn slides across, that's the area you want to go for. And
there's a final whistle. 3-2, Racing Louisville with another victory. That's 4 wins in the last 5 games for Bev Yanez and her side.